What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Thursday. It's November 11th, 11:30 a.m. Right now we're looking at NUZE going on a nice push, just running up nonstop from $2 a share, running up, getting halted, 250, opening up just under 3, running up, 350s, getting halted again. Reopening just under 4, running up to almost $5 a share. Opportunity coming and going, boom, like that. Just have to patiently wait for it. $3 move to the upside on NUZE within 20 minutes. This looks like it's trying to hold up at that $4. Also have your 200-day moving average right at 350. Right there. So if this can hold up, rip up over 5 to new highs, it could definitely keep going. I'd say about 650s it could run up to. NRDS. This thing's starting to perk up a little bit. This breaks over 25. This could really get up and running. Good to see that Roy Lives is having some aha moments. He says, I think I'm starting to learn how the other side of the trade is thinking. The enemy, the prey. I'm starting to see it before it happens. Not getting overconfident. No complacency. How they trick you into selling your shares cheap, then gobbling them up. How they inflict pain. Their algos know. Only a few get this far. How they defend certain price levels like 1750. Nice round psychological number. FOSL. Take a look at it. It's like what I always try to say to you guys. We all look at charts differently. We all have different sets of eyes. We're all going to look at these charts in different ways, and we're going to see opportunities in different places. There was a few good opportunities on FOSL. It's just all in the way you look at these charts. So let me break out my Epic pen. All right, so this morning, 1750, we get a nice rip all the way up to 1950, right out of the open. $2 push. Pulls back, holds that VWAP there at $19, and from 19 gets a nice rip to $20. So far, 2 opportunities. One, right out of the open, rips up $2 a share. 2, pulls down, holds VWAP at 19, rips up $1. Real quick, $1 opportunity, in and out. Stock crumbles and falls down. Now it's holding VWAP as resistance. It's a quick consolidation before it continues selling down even lower. Then, right at, what level is this? I'd say $18 right here. $18. Now remember, it's all in the way you look at the chart. People are looking at FOSL and seeing it dip down to like 1780, 1793. Focus on 18, the level in general. I could care less if the stock fell through 18 down to 18 or 1790, and that's where everybody screws up. They try to be really tight with their stop, and they'll put it just down below at like 1799, 1795, 1790, 1785. You gotta be loose. You gotta give your stock room to breathe. So in this case, I would have probably put my stop loss down at 1775. Take it in like increments. 1775, entry in at 18. Clear bottom right there at $18. You could draw a trend line connecting the downtrend here. It breaks out of that downtrend. It's still consolidating, and from 18, it's a nice 75-cent push to the VWAP up there. So there's another opportunity right there. And now it's doing the same thing. Pulling back, it's getting that consolidation at 1750s. This is slowly trending down. So you'd be selling into any type of pop that you get. Even looking at the 10-minute there, just connect the dots. Connect the lower highs. This morning in the pre-market prep, we talked about how such a beast Bgfv has been. Every single day, this stock has been offering good opportunity, ripping dollars at a time. So far today, from 38.50, now it's up to 42.50. That's a nice 5 or on Bgfv. This morning, we get a nice trend straight up. Beautiful, tight trend to the upside. It breaks that trend, it pulls down, holds that VWAP. Beautiful. Right at $41. Holding VWAP. You can even draw on a... Let's zoom in on that a little bit. So we got our beautiful uptrend here. So out of this whole move from the top to the bottom to the top, we get a nice retracement, about 50%. It retraces back. You get a nice wedge going on here with it. Nice triangle. Pushes up out of that triangle, pulls back to the area it broke out from, 41. And from 41, getting a nice push now, up to 42.50. Nice $1.50 push there on Bgfv. Another opportunity. I'm actually going to make this a little bit smaller, draw this up better, and take a snapshot of this. That was in a pretty tight channel this morning. And you can also draw on your Fibonacci retracements. Draw it from the low there up to the high. Throw that on there. That's what I'm talking about right there. That 50% pulls back. 50% retracement there. Then you could draw a line. connecting all of your lower highs. It made a nice wedge right here. Broke out from the wedge, pulled back down, held the area it broke out from. Nice $1.50 push to the upside. Now it's pulling back and it's trying to hold its old highs back here as support. Bada boom, bada bang. Take a snap of this. I'm going to share it to you guys here in the Discord. So Bgfv, this stock has just been a beast. In the prep this morning, we talked about how Bgfv, it likes to run up and then crumble and fall apart and then come back up and retest its highs. By just zooming out and looking left, the stock has so many U shapes, coming back up, retesting highs. It's a clear buy the dip type of stock. You even have a huge U shape right here. Right back up to its highs right there. Yeah, NUZE, we just talked about this right before we switched over to Bgfv. We said it has the potential to push up to 650, and it just did that. Or actually, it pushed up to 6 so far. I'm sorry. But it's still going on its way. Good move. LCID was a good runner today too, running from 42 to 45.50. A lot of stocks gradually trended up this morning. They just kept grinding up and grinding up and grinding up. SOFI, this stock was gapping up pre-market. Quick pop this morning up here to 24.50s. And then death candle all the way down to 23. Bottoms down here at 22.70s. And again, the stock is grinding all the way back up to where it flushed down from. So a lot of grindy type stocks today. US also. Yep. That's a nice $4 move. Once again, trending. Now you're starting to see the theme from this morning. A lot of stocks have just been trending and grinding to the upside. That's what we've been seeing this morning. PPSI, same thing. Stock opens up at 8 pushes up here to 850s, pulls back down to 8, and from 8 gets a nice trend all the way up to that nice psychological $10. Everybody got it to 10. Now everybody's going to dump it as it comes all the way back down here now to 850. PPSI. This stock was recently in play too. It squeezed all the way up to over $12. And then since then, it got another good day here. It didn't push up to new highs, but still good opportunity here running from, what, $7 up to almost $9. It's a nice $2 run on it. Fades into the close. Then the next day, it gets a nice pullback day. And now today, gets a nice gap up pre-market. Nice explosion to the upside. SOPA, look at this one. This one was the crazy one yesterday. SOPA, yesterday it went from $34, it ran all the way up to almost $80 a share. So from 940 to 1050, so 1 hour, this stock ran to the upside. $40 a share? That's insane. And now today, it's getting really, really tight right here. If this can pop up and push over $50, this could definitely run back up here to 55, 60. You got to look at it like this. It had a pop this morning right there. Now then it pulled down, then it popped back up. Now it's pulling back down again, and it's gearing up. And it could definitely get that push and rip over that $50. That's a nice psychological level. But then this could also have a death fall all the way down here to 45. High risk, high reward. BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. Nice consolidation here at $21, $22. Every day this stock's been popping about $1. Today, just rips. $22 up to almost $24. Nice $2. Like we just said, a lot of grinding. Check back on NUZE real quick. It's trying to test that $6 push up over that. I have 2 alerts set on GREE at 2650 and 27. $26.50, 27. Yeah, I like that. Up over 27 is where GREE could really start pushing. Over 27, you're going to have to take it in dollar intervals. Over 27, it'll push to 28, then 29, then 30. It's got some upside to it, but I think it could potentially keep pulling back. Now, right now, as we're speaking, EVGO is getting that push up to 20. This is what we were waiting on all day in the Discord. EVGO, this stock was the big runner 2 days ago, running up here to 1850, almost 19. And since then, it fell down here to 14. Yesterday, from 14, it rips up to 17, pulls back down to 15. And now this morning, it was opening up right at $16. We said, hey, this got a good shot at running back up to its highs up here, and then running and testing $20. So this morning we got a good dip from it opened at 1650 here. Then it dipped down to 1550. So a nice $1 pullback. Rips up to 16, gets that micro pullback, pushes up over 16 to 17. And from there, this stock just kept trending up after it chose its direction in the morning. And from $16 runs all the way up to a high of $18.50 right there. Gets a nice pullback, nice consolidation. Now, boom, look at all that volume come in. Even volume was retracing on this as well. So now a nice little micro pullback here would be nice for that powerful move up to 20. Good move, good move. See, there's opportunity that happened every single day in the stock market. Every single day. You just have to patiently wait for that opportunity. Just patiently wait. You don't have to trade every single setup that you see. You don't. NEGG. Yeah, that's looking pretty good for a push up to $20. Daily chart looks good. It's up above all of its major moving averages. 1850, you got the 100-day. But it already ran up and hit 20 bucks. That's the thing. That's kind of hard, man. Because volume is super light on this. All it takes is for that to run into that one seller. But it doesn't hurt to set an alert. 16, 1650, 17. And if you see it pushing through levels and then holding, that's good. Stocks moving up through levels one at a time. RIVN. Yeah, it's a bit too high priced. Once stocks push up over $75, $100, I don't really pay attention to them. Gee, this thing's squeezing. The new IPO, too. New IPOs have been hot. NUZE hit 650. There she goes. Running up to 7. Man, this so much volume is flowing into this. Every 1 minute, about 1 million in volume is pushing into NUZE. Look at that daily. Really nothing going on at all in the history of this stock. And then just one big green day right there. This could run all the way up to 10 bucks. It definitely could. All the way up to there. Yeah, FOSL, that's getting hammered down right now. FOSL, this could be a good end of the day bounce type of play. After it hit 20, it's down to 17. That's a nice $3 pullback. Another one that popped off today was LAZR. This one had a good push today. After being the #1 play, gapping up 3 days ago. 2 days ago, I'm sorry. Bottoms out here at $19. And today hit a high of 2025. Got room to push about 21, 22. PETZ got a push from 570s to 670s. Take a look at Tesla real quick. See, Tesla, this is beautiful. This thing was at 1200 way up here. And it sold off all the way down here to that nice psychological 1000. And look at that long wick. That one candle right there. Buyers propping it up at that 1000. That's a nice psychological level. Everybody sees that. Also, look at the volume right at that level. I'm actually going to draw this up real quick. Tesla from about 1200 there had a downfall all the way down to that 1000 level. Notice that right there. Like I tell you guys, pay attention to the small little details. Small little details will tell you a lot. And then it came back down and it tested it again right there. So 2 times. Oops, I gotta delete that. So it fell right through down that little wedge there. Down even lower. Then when it bounced back up, it found resistance. Right at the level it fell down through that wedge. Then continues extending it out. It's still finding resistance at that level. And it got rejected hard just above 1100. Save that as well. Post it to the Discord. Tesla sell off from 1200 to 1K. Notice the long wick buyers holding at 1K. All the volume. Pay attention to the details. Pops up to 1100. Rejected. And NUZE still going. $7. $5 move. Started at 11. It's noon. So 1 hour. This stock ran up $5 a share. It's up 218%. Right there. See a lot more of these types of moves happening. Like this. Versus paying attention to these micro penny stocks that are at 50-cent pennies. They're lotto tickets. They truly are. If it's under $1, don't even really pay attention to it, guys. It's not worth it. Remember, if you focus on garbage, you're gonna get garbage as your results. The more higher priced your stock goes, the more people are gonna pay attention to it. Something like PPSI as well. I mean, come on. In one day. That's still relatively a low price stock. Everybody can buy shares of a stock at $5, $6 a share. That's nothing. Nothing. And from $6, it doubled in just a couple hours. From $6 to $12 a share. So instead of focusing on stocks that are just moving pennies at a time, wouldn't you much rather focus your attention on stocks that are moving dollars at a time? There's a lot more opportunity in stocks that run dollars versus pennies, right? You don't have to really buy that many shares to make good money. Out of a whole $6 move here, from $6 up to $12, it ran a total of $6 a share to the upside. All you got to do is get a little small slice of that up move. It could be $1, $2, $3, $4 out of that whole $6. And with not that many shares, like I said, even if you were to buy 1,000 shares, a little 1,000 shares of something like this, buy 1,000 shares at 6, that's a $6,000 investment. Stock pops up $2 a share with 1,000 shares. That's $2K profit. You just made 30% of your investment in just that one day. That's the opportunity the stock market gives you. You got to think in terms like that. Get used to thinking like that. Get used to thinking, how am I putting my money up to work for me? See, even EGLX from $3.30, this has ran up practically $1 up to $4. There you go, Rome. There goes your NEGG pushing from 1550 up to 17 bucks. See, man, I told you, dude, you've been on fire lately, Rome. You've been paying attention and you've been absorbing all of the education that I've put out there for you guys, and it's showing in the stocks that you've been calling out, dude. Now that you're seeing it before it happens, Rome, now you got to start trusting in yourself. And then that is where you start making the big money, my dude. That's where you start separating yourself from everybody else, and you just won't care what anybody else thinks anymore because you trust in yourself. You know what's going to happen because you've studied the past. And like I just said, that's what separates you from the sheep. You then become the wolf. See it before it happens. Up over 17 here. NEGG could run at $18, $19. Starting to go off on all the scanners. You did it, man. You did it, dude. Good job. Good call out. I'm actually going to give you a call out in the Discord, too. That's another thing we talked about today in the Discord this morning as well. I said I like my stocks how I like my members. I'm more focused on quality versus quantity. So we've recently had discussions about how we see so many people come and go in this game. And 90% of people fail and lose money consistently in the stock market, and they give up and quit. Well, the quality members, they'll stick around. They'll put that work in. They'll fight through all the ups and downs throughout their journey. And they'll get that screen time under their belt, and they'll succeed down the road because they just have that mindset. They will not quit. Staying headstrong. Sucks I miss out on a lot of the moves I think I see because of my day job. I can't be at the computer all the time. Well, Rome, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Over time, see what you're doing now is you're building trust in yourself. You're seeing these moves, you're planning them out, you're visualizing it before it happens. And then to confirm what you're thinking, you're asking me. And then all of your stocks that you mention, let's say 80% of them, 8 out of 10 of the stocks you plan out pop off and they work exactly as you've seen it. Well, now over time, seeing this happen over and over and over and over and over and over again, you're just going to naturally start developing trust in that you know what you're seeing. And then that is when you will be able to pull the trigger on your trades and profit from what you see. You've burnt these images into your head. You're doing everything perfect the way that I've taught you, my dude. Keep doing what you're doing. Trust me. Be proud. Keep doing it. You're getting there. It just sucks because so many people that come into this, they just quit too early. Like they go through some struggles, they blow up maybe one account and they just quit. They give up too easily. It's like what all the successful businessmen say as well. You got to fail and fail and fail and fail and fail and fail and fail before you reach that success. Recently, there's a big show on Netflix that really took off and is popular. You guys might have seen it or heard of it, Squid Games. You know how long that dude has been trying to get that show made, but no company would pick up the script and make it and greenlight it? He said over 10 years. 10 years he was trying to get that Squid Game show made and created. And look, he didn't quit. He didn't give up. 10 years goes by. He finally did it. And he hit the jackpot. Just can't quit. We're in a world and society now. Everybody's cupcakes. They're snowflakes. They get their feelings hurt real easily. They want to argument and fight and get political over everything. It's like, just shut up and do your work. Put your head down, focus on what you want, and stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. How do you find this kind of stocks? Jose Gonzalez. The secret. I can't just tell you. Just by showing up every day, man. Showing up every day, just being here every day, you see all these different stocks that pop up on your radar. You'll gradually see them pop up throughout the day. Being here every day. That's why we say if you get into this, you have to have a passion for it. You really have to have the motivation to be here every single day. Show up every day and just sit here and observe the markets. If you're constantly looking at your phone or getting distracted, nah, you won't make it probably. You always have to keep an eye in the market. Always. And if a stock pops up and you see upside potential with it, throw it on your watch list. Ticker symbol NRDS. Pushing 2450s. Keep on watch. NRDS, this bad boy. Yeah, if it starts breaking over 2450s, it'll push up to 26. And then up over 26, it'll run all the way up here to about 30 bucks potentially. Then above 30, it could run all the way up here to 34, 35. So that's how you do it. You level out and you pull these stocks up, draw out your levels. See how much upside opportunity is to be had on a stock like this. Clearly, there's a lot of upside opportunity on this. Just got to take it one level at a time. It's clearly been bottoming out here at $23, and it's been in a range back and forth from 23 up to 25. Just back and forth in that range, consolidating. Welcome to the Wolf Pack, Jose. Glad to have you aboard, my man. Keep sticking around, watch the videos, my dude, and you'll like it here. I think I have a lot of people come back because of just how brutal honest I am. If you don't study this game and you don't put the effort and time into this, then you just simply won't make it. But if you show up every day and you study every day and you're determined to learn this game and you're willing to accept that it's going to take you a couple years to fully understand this, to one day consistently pull money out of the stock market as a trader, you'll make it. But most people come into this, they just think they'll learn it in a couple months. And they're looking for a secret or something. I don't know. I think TPSI It definitely could squeeze up in over $10. It could. Pulling back right now. And that's a hard one. Because if it falls down below 850, people are going to give up on it. It's going to consolidate, get really tight in this wedge that it's forming out. And then it's going to be a 50-50. So chances are you're going to want to have to wait for this stock to get done consolidating and then choose what direction it wants to go. Is it going to break down from the wedge and continue pushing lower? Or is it going to break up from the wedge and continue pushing higher? We don't know. The 50-50. Let's see if I can find that saying. Um, when do you hit winning trades with patience? When you hit winning trades as a result of being patient and waiting for that picture perfect setup to come along and then executing it without hesitation, you essentially reinforce one of the best trading habits anyone can learn, which is, of course, patience. I like that. I'll tell you guys, I love it when I see members that have been here for 5 months, 8 months, 1 year. Finally, things start clicking and they're starting to put things together and they're having those like aha moments. It's like a weight lifted off your chest. Like, finally, this guy's getting it. And as a educator, that's a beautiful feeling to see somebody who's been learning under you start to things click finally for them, and they have those aha moments, and you tell them like, see, now you understand and see what I've been preaching and talking about. And by just simply doing that, showing up, learning, studying, not gonna steer you guys in the wrong direction. Like we said in the first masterclass, trust in the process. It may take 1 year, it may take 2 years. If you trust in the process and you show up every day, things will start clicking down the road. It will. It just takes time. That was a good question, uh, or topic that was brought up the other day, and I was thinking about it. I've never really got into Forex trading. And somebody said, I've never actually met a successful Forex trader. And was sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, yeah, you know what? The 6 years I've been in the market, I have never seen a successful Forex trader. Never. I don't know if anybody here dabbled in Forex. I've never personally traded Forex, so I don't know. It's just a area that never really caught my attention. But I've heard a lot of horror stories about Forex trading. That's why I've stayed away from it. I think it all revolves around patience. Share that one. NUZE is over previous highs. Running up to 750. Very nice. We also got LVOX starting to heat up and take off. That could run up to about 650. That's another thing. It's like you new people out there, you got to get that out of your way. When you're new, you have never seen stocks like NUZE run like this before. So you're fascinated by it. You're drawn to it and you're just watching it like a fly is drawn to a picnic table with a gathering of people eating food. When you're new, you haven't seen moves and stocks move like this before. So you got to get a few of these under your belt and see a lot of these over and over and over and over and over and over again to get used to them. Once you get a few years under your belt, like right now, you new guys, you probably want to keep trading NUZE every time it comes up to its high. You want to jump in and you want to ride it as it pushes up higher. Myself, I can sit here no problem at all and just watch this thing push up. I'm out here just keeping my time occupied, asking Google and questions and educating myself. That's what's all about. I'm keeping an eye in the market, but I'm keeping my mind occupied. Because if I just sit here and just watch NUZE tick by tick, I'm going to drive myself insane. And I'm going to develop FOMO, fear of missing out. I'm going to watch this thing tick by tick come up to its high, push higher, pull back, come back to its high, push higher. And every single time it pushes up new high, I'm going to tell myself, man, I just keep missing out on opportunity on this. And by the 10th time this stock comes up to its high and keeps pushing, that's when I finally cave in and I say, all right, I'm just going to pick up 1,000 shares here and just quickly scalp it. And then that's when you run into a death candle and you're dumbfounded because you're like, what did I just do? Why did I just do that? Honda guy, I would trade Beanie Babies before I would trade Forex. Man, that's wild. That's a pretty bold statement. Forex is that bad, huh? I knew a old friend from high school. When I first got started in the stock market, he was on his Facebook posting about trading Forex, and he was flexing his P&L here and there. And then he was talking so much about how trading changed his life and everything was good. And then he slowly stopped talking about trading and Forex trading. And then he starts posting pictures. He's out in the woods being a lumberjack. And then he's on a fishing boat fishing. And I messaged him, I'm like, yo, dude, what happened with the trading career? Forex. And he just said, oh, it's just something I'm putting on the back burner as of now, trying new things. Now I'm like lumberjacking and being a fisherman? Nah, dude. Once you start making money in the stock market, you don't see yourself doing physical labor work anymore. Especially if you start making consistent money. You enjoy life. You don't go off to pursue hard-working, back-breaking work. And then the dude fell out of the tree and broke his back, and then he was in the hospital for 8 months. That's how that worked out. Yeah, NUZE, this could run $10. I could see it running up to. I would not be surprised if this touched $10. After it touches $10, it's done. Keep in mind, it's up 250% on the day. That's a lot. Trading is waiting for opportunity to come along with students. What? How to respond? No. What is the opportunity cost of holding an investment? An investor that has already sunk money into investments, you might find another investment that promises greater returns. The opportunity cost of holding the underperforming asset may rise to where the rational investment option is to sell and invest in the more promising investment. Just as a side note, this is what I pretty much do throughout the day when I'm just sitting here waiting for stocks to set up. I'll just hop on Google and I'll ask it questions, like sayings and questions, and I'll get into some deep stuff, reading and digging into it. And the way I look at it, not many people do this type of stuff. I like to try to be different and think outside of the box. Be different. You never know what you'll stumble upon. Well, it's 12:45. We're in dead lunch hours right now. There's things are starting to perk up, and we have been seeing some runners at the end of the day. We have been. We still got NUZE. This could definitely run up another $3 a share. It needs a pullback, but the potential's still there for this name. We got stocks that have been slowly setting up. Stocks like DCPH, NRDS, FATBB still lingering around. We got a handful of stocks we still have on watch, and we've been keeping our eyes on throughout the week. Every single day here in the Discord, I try to post my watch list for you guys. Part of the Discord, every day you'll get to see the stocks. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in chat, I'm posting what stocks pop up during the day that I'm adding to my watch list and waiting for opportunity to set up. We got members in here posting charts, trading ideas, what they're seeing, and it's a process. It's a slow process. Remember, every one of us are different. We all look at things differently. We all look at life differently. And your approach with the stock market is the same way. We all have different beliefs about the stock market. We all do. People don't even tell you or say who they vote to stir the pot with drama and political debate, so they just keep it to themselves. Stock market, everybody has an opinion about something. You got people who are emotionally attached and married to companies and stocks. You got people like myself. I don't give a crap about any of these stocks. I don't care what they do. I just trade the momentum. The day it's in play, the next day something new pops up. It's like being a gigolo or a swinger, I would say. Use and abuse these stocks, move on to the next one. There's always something new popping up in the stock market. You got to move along. But I'm going to dip out of here, guys. I've been streaming for just over an hour. It's dead lunchtime. I'm going to go to lunch myself. There's still opportunity on NUZE here, most definitely. It's got attention. You could see it run up to $10. You also got other stocks here that are popping up on the scanners. SPI, this was a former runner in the past. You got, what is it? SOFI. That's creeping right back up to its highs. There's a lot of opportunity out here. Good opportunity. LCID. That's right up near its highs. LAZR. Another good one. All you got to do is just patiently wait. Wait for your setups. It's easier than, or I would say, people make it more complicated than what it should be, I would say. It's easy to overcomplicate things because it's just the easy thing to do. Human nature. But all right, guys, be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of the day. I'll see you guys later on in the Discord. Stay out of trouble. Be safe out there. Have that mindset. Live to trade another.